What's up, guys? I am going to run through some. It looks like, what is this? New pin locations? Is that what it is? Let me see if I can get the text pulled up here. See you guys. All right. So I got my feed pulled up. What's up, Brian? How's it going? Gonna work through some holes here and just see what it looks like. It looks like new pin locations on this one. I meant to run through this yesterday and just ran out of time, never got around to it. But wanted to pop in and just kind of run through some holes, see what it looks like. Check it out. I definitely prefer these 9-holers. It's just so easy. I guess, one of my largest complaints that I probably, had for the longest time was just how slow these are. So, 18 holes, an hour and a half. I don't know. That's like, it's like pushing my limits on how much time I want to spend on an 18-hole event. So, usually 9 holes is roughly around 40, 45, somewhere in there. Much more manageable. So, I definitely prefer these tournaments, 9 holes, even though, I'm assuming most of the Golf Clash players, they think the reverse. But I actually kind of like this because it's just quick. We can fly through it relatively quickly. Even, 40, 45 minutes, that's still a long time. What's up, Barb? How's it going? I can see you guys' comments in the chat. I'm going to just kind of jump in here. It's interesting because it looks like we got tailwind on 1. Now, I'm not used to playing this on T-Box 2, so I'm not 100% sure what I want to commit to on this. Let me set something up. We'll just give it a look, see what we can do. Blaming my connection. That seems pretty typical. Let's see if we can get in here, play some holes. What's up with you guys? How many we got in here? So far, 10. Assuming people will roll in here as they can. I never schedule these streams, so I just kind of come in unannounced. And especially on like a Friday afternoon, I understand that, a lot of people might have some stuff going on. I'm not sure if I can blast this or if it's going to be too much if I do. I'm thinking of landing somewhere over here, maybe with some curl. Maybe just take off a little bit of power. That was a little early on the release. I expect to be in the rough, but maybe it holds on. Let's see. That actually looks pretty good. Maybe the great ball helps. And that actually looks like right around the right amount of speed as well. That was actually not too bad. Let me try to just pop on a very simple grid real quick, just so I have something to go off of. But that's a good start so far. It looks like we may be able to get through with that. Ooh, 12.8. That is a larger win. Oh, plus topspin boost. This feels like a waste of a ball. If you just saw my shot, I would imagine full blast, full topspin, a POC 6 would probably be right around where I am with a berserker. But let's see how this goes. See if he can find the right amount up. This is looking like from that camera that it's probably going to be that bunker. Oh, that's interesting. So now it's on the back slope instead of the down slope. That's an interesting one. I'd imagine this wind is going to play ever so gently, just off the left edge here. And sure enough, there it is. So we got the first one. It's a decent start. I always remember this course is pretty difficult. One of the newer ones that they added, and definitely some par fives that can give you a little bit of havoc from time to time. So I'm going to try to not make a mistake, but let's just see if I can hold on, do the right things. I don't get to play very much. Really, you know, I barely seem to play any golf game anymore. Just, you know, time, life. I feel like a lot of older streamers that used to be around, you know, kind of are in the same boat. Just seems like they kind of, you know, maybe have other things going on in life and priorities, stuff like that. And I totally get it. But what we're going to try to do is do the best that we can and just kind of come on here, have like a casual get together. Anything that you guys want to ask or bring up in the chat, I can do the best that I can to follow along and answer whatever. So hopefully you guys are having some success on this Sunshine State. So far, so good for me. Maybe I probably should burn through a practice token, especially on the par threes, just to get my bearings straight. But we'll just wing it, see how it goes. I'm not even sure if this is a driver or not. It looks like it is, still on tee box 2. Seven rings. It's going to be my guesstimation. Somewhere around mid-club. Just try to play some of that slope effect a little bit. New pins are always a challenge. I'm going to go real close to just maybe a little bit more than this. Maybe some downhill nature to this shot. I feel like there always is on the third tee box for sure. That is probably should have just left it. maybe if I left that was in the cup, but it also was coming in a little bit hot. So is this is this the same opponent? That looks like the same ball. So let's see how this one looks. This is minus 45%. Interesting. Ooh, using some slope here. I might have to do that tomorrow. That looks pretty good. I like that. So I'll have to keep that in mind. Looks like he was able to get it. Using some of that slope instead of just going for the whole straight. Pretty cool way to play it. I'm not sure about this hole. With a tailwind. I'm not used to playing this. So I don't even think this hole's in tour on tee box 2. So I don't even think it's really an option to practice this. Maybe I'm wrong. I know I definitely haven't played, you know, Tour 7, Tour 8, Tour 9, Tour 10 anytime recently at all. But, yeah, the only time that I've really ever played this course is from tee box 3. So it's always new and interesting, difficult trying to make the adjustment. Playing kind of a tee box that you're not used to. The dynamic of a lot of shots seem to change. kind of feels like you can carry it over that, or it's very close. Maybe just an extra power 4 or something, and I think it's there. Of course, I don't know what the right spin would be to keep it in play. Let's try something like this. Ah, very close, maybe just a hair more curl. Should be pretty straightforward from there. I'm not using my other grid, which has these club spans already predetermined. So I'm just going to have to wing this a little bit, which that's okay. Just coming on here kind of casually. I'd like to get through this. I've been trying to work my way up to the Expert 3 tier. Get back up to those good rewards. I always forget to play my rounds on the Saturdays. This is a very nice angle, so I'd say this is definitely the way to play this hole for sure. This just gives you a really straightforward approach. 50%, 40%, 30 some percent. $37 or something. Is this uphill? Uphill would usually be what, under pull? So maybe it's a little bit less. They're saying I was early on that. I don't know. I kind of feel robbed. Good opportunity from there, whether you're rough or fairway. Just seems to come down to perfect ball more so than anything a lot of times. I definitely can feel, you know, kind of the way that they running things over here. Just, you know, perfect ball, precision balls in the shop. Those are the things that help you dial in and just make sure that once your adjustment's pure, that you're just going to be able to get that to drop. We just missed this one. Looks like we could have helped our opponent, at least not have to worry about this pitch here coming up. Looks like we got about 14, 15 guys in here. So thanks for showing up, guys, and hopefully all's well with everybody. Just decided, you know, a little impromptu 9-hole. I definitely prefer these 9 holes. They're really quick. I like being able to just kind of get through a tournament with 2-3 minutes a hole versus the alternative. So this one is, oh, this one's the drop hole. Let me back up real quick. I don't know. I can't remember offhand what the strategy is here. So let me at least set up a couple scenarios because I'm just not sure as to what to do. Looks like my opponent's up first, so we'll try to see what they do. This is kind of what I was thinking, but yeah, it actually looks like with more of a tuck pin, they're trying to take away that rough bump. So it may not even be an option anymore. This actually looks kind of nasty. I don't like the looks of this. So let's just see what they do. See if I can devise as much as I can from this. Does that curl over? It does not look like it does. So it almost seems like you have to direct route this. There's no slope anymore. There's no funnel. Not even in the slightest. And I'm assuming this shot is a no-go, right? It doesn't seem... I imagine there may be a way to hop this out of the bunker. If we want to hit a real dumb shot, this is probably the way to play it. Because I don't know the ring count. I'm sure this can go, but you have to know what you're doing. That's the problem. Nothing that I claim to do. Let's just see what happens. Ugh! Ugh. Didn't need that curl. Maybe a little overcount. It seems like, honestly, it looks like a better shot than what my opponent did. But you would have to know how to precision count that and make sure that you don't have any overpower, underpower. You probably have to really make sure that you land on the right spot. What is this 5? I'm trying to even remember. I need to make sure that I get there. I can't remember what this is at all. I'm going to have to see it. Let's see where we're at. Hey, what's up, Joe? Simon? Tim, what's up? Appreciate you guys showing up, checking out the stream. Just kind of impromptu, playing a couple holes here, seeing what's up. Hopefully your guys' weeks are going well in this event. I really like these 9-holers. They're just a little bit easier to get through. Let's see what that looks like. That looks pretty good so far. Oh, okay, so rough bounce. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know what his spins were. I think I've tried this in Master, though, before. Let me see if I can switch. I don't know. I'm thinking if I get there, I think I still need to use Cat, I think. It may not be easy to get to where they just did. Something like this, precisioning. Just under 7 rings, I'm thinking. Looks good. The tree isn't in the way. And hopefully the extra power 4 ball makes this an easy shot. I know I used to rough bump this in the Master divisions. So maybe that's a method for doing this. Free to play in Masters? Yeah, that sounds like what I've been doing, Tim. Well, I just stopped doing the Masters events. I'm trying to get this account back up to Expert 3 if I can, but I have trouble playing this and actually finishing it on the Saturdays and Sunday rounds for the full events. But yeah, I'd love to get this back up and start. I'd like to get some of those Kingslayer balls. Would be nice. I'm gonna put this ball guide through the hole. Definitely thinking at least max there, minimum. 7 plus some. Feels like a forced great left. So frustrating. That was probably close. I mean, that was probably real close. And needle just skipped over on me. Can be frustrating. This, whatever they do to make that happen, because I know for a fact that one was not my timing. There's no way. Absolutely. So those can be frustrating. But it is what it is, you know, everybody, at least everybody has to, you know, have the same thing happen to them, but doesn't make it fun. I'll tell you that. It's like, it just gives you an element to where you feel like you just don't have control over a variable. So the less control you have over something, the more I kind of lose interest. So unfortunately, not able to do that, but it looks like where I went, which was like 8-1, was kind of perfect. That was like plus 5% at like a plus 6 or something start zone, power 4. That seemed like it was going to be a good adjustment if the needle didn't just skip over on me. What is this one? Okay, yeah. I remember this hole. Another hole I don't like. Not sure what to do on this from the second tee box. I'm not sure I've ever played this hole from the second tee box. So we'll just jump in, see what it looks like. Okay, so it looks like we still do have to go out left by the looks of things. That's the first thing I was wondering. It's a decent amount of curl. I'm always weary about my topspin on this because I know, and you could kind of see it there. Opponent there could have ran out of room, so you have to sometimes be a little cautious. Go ahead and go back to the KM ball. Should we go cat from there, probably? It is a tailwind. So let's try it like this, see what this looks like. So far, so good. If it holds, it did not. It's frustrating. I played a little bit different line than my opponent. I thought it was definitely going to hold on, and it didn't. You can see I didn't even use as much as whatever they did because I'm much shorter, and it still ran out. We do have a tailwind here. I'll try to salvage this the best that I can. Or maybe even better, my opponent just drops this. And then we can just move on to the next hole and not even worry about it. Because I know this pitch, at least from the old pin, was pretty difficult. It wasn't the most holeable. This is not my favorite hole on this course, that's for sure. I'll probably go the routes, just get it up there as close as possible versus actually laying up. I kind of think I can get up right in here. And if I can get up to right in here, I like my chances with perfect ball, is assuming I can get perfect ball. Nine rings, that sounds like too much. Is that the right club? Yeah, 5 rings, okay. Keep running. It did take the long bounce. A little bit downhill, so the downhill gonna make you need to play a little bit extra adjustment for this. I'm not even sure where I'm going to be able to set up. It looks like I can set up on the front here. We'll use that. 50, 25, 17 maybe, plus a little extra. $1.1 maybe, 1.2. Ah, great, right. Let's see if there's enough slope there that this catches the edge. Or there's enough slope there that you can actually great right it. So that's pretty cool. So we're still able to salvage that one. Even with the great ball, it doesn't seem to deflect off that slope. Because there's no way I over adjusted by a ring. Like, that's impossible, right? So it's like a nice little funnel there. Let's see what we can do on this one. I am not sure about what. Oh, I remember this one. I really miserably hate this hole in tour 11. I believe it was. Very tough fairway. Tough to get it close. Let's see what the new pin looks like. Okay, so less around the bunker, so you don't got to curl it nearly as much. But this fairway is still all over the place. This can't be an easy shot. Nice precision ball here. I'd imagine if my opponent is using that, thinks he has a decent chance at making this. So let's see what it looks like. Ugh, just a bit off. Good speed. See if I can. Probably have to driver 7-7. See where Max is. There's Max. Little bit more than 7. Try 7-2 maybe. All right, lands a little bit long, so it almost, I'm not sure, that may have been the line, maybe, but definitely needed to land a little bit shorter. It seems like we pulled the higher ground. It was tough to tell. I was having trouble. I tried to short hit it slightly, but I don't know if it was enough. It seemed like I was pulling the higher ground, but I couldn't be sure. But you could see that's definitely not where I set up. So it definitely launched on me. So, but I think that's the way to go. It seems very straightforward, rough bump. Seems like a good opportunity. That seems like an easier pin than the other one. So definitely a fan of that one. Just poor execution. My first time playing it. I wanted to get a look at this last night. I just forgot. Plus, just never got around to it. Those two, combination of those two. I wanted to at least have a game plan coming in. But just been kind of winging it. Oh, I like the look of this wind. This is kind of like maybe a master's opportunity to get there. But if I've played it on experts from this tee box, it's only been once or twice, so I'm not 100% sure how to play it or where to aim, how to avoid the trees, that type of thing. We'll have to just kind of figure that out. Okay. I can try to figure out what my opponent's doing. I'm surprised. Is he setting up for some kind of hook slice? It seems, there we go. That would seem like overkill, like something you don't need to do, so why do it? I wish I know what their topspin was. Let's see how close they land to the rough edge. Ooh, it looks like they hit a tree there. I think maybe the tree even helped them. Honestly, it's hard to say. Because I know that I'd be happy with that. One thing I'm a little worried about would be going long. They did catch one of these trees. I'd imagine it was that one. Up there by the rough. I'm going to try aiming over a little bit more. Similar curl. What was that? Oh my goodness, it's one of those signs. Jesus. I can't believe they put this crap in this game. It's like, why are these objects that you can hit? You know how ridiculous that is? It's one thing to put them down, but they should be like, you should be able to go through them. They should not be part of the actual game. It takes away from the actual game. Think about even in pro golf. If the tour professional hits it in the bleachers, they don't have to hit out of the bleachers. They get a free drop. It would be the exact same thing. So the fact that these are like on the course and like legit things that you can hit, it makes no sense. Like a tour pro would not have to play this shot in real life. It can't. The ball cannot take this line. Yeah. Maybe it did take that line in the wind. Since it got up so high, the wind just took it a lot. So it actually maybe did take that line. And maybe if I just play more wind than I did, that would have been decent. But I definitely feel robbed there for having to play that. Just another thing about this game that's just kind of like a what the, you know, it's just crazy. So let's keep going. I'm thinking we're going to go berserker on this one, but not totally sure. I do not like that wind angle. Go for the safe-ish shot, assuming I can execute it. 9-5. 9-5 with some curl. Little bit. Let's see how that goes. Pretty good so far. I feel good from there because even with as long as I did actually put on my cap bag, which I think I did, I should be good. I should be in the clear, able to get there in 2. What's up, guys? Over 25, 20, 30 of you guys. So thanks for showing up. Appreciate seeing all you guys again. I've been following the chat. If you guys feel like, before I finish this hole, if you feel like chiming in, just kind of telling me what's up with you guys. And I'm around, still trying to, keep up with things the best that I can. I don't mind coming on here and playing some streams for you guys. And if there was ever kind of like a exclusive event that you guys wanted to kind of set up or something, like I'd be down to come in and do some more streaming, whatnot. Let's try this. 9-ish rings plus a decent amount of curl. Trying to create enough room to where I'm not going to hit that tree. It seems like they're starting to bring that tree into play a little bit more, kind of intentionally. I'm trying to do the best that I can to avoid catching a just short. Man, that is frustrating. How did that come up short? That should have been... I feel like I gave it at least 10 rings, so there was at least 10 rings for it to hit that fairway, and it still didn't. I don't know if maybe my curl, I was a little bit light on my little short hit or something. I'm not sure, but I did not expect that to land short. Let me see what angle, and that's the problem, is now the pitch from there is just going to be a disaster. It's going to be an 11 side wind down a hill with the slope. It's going to be real tough. Yeah, Joe, thanks for you too. Like, I know you keep up with a lot of the notebook stuff, so appreciate that. Let's see if we can't finish strong here. I feel a little jilted. I would have liked to see what 5 bars look like if it actually hit the fairway. I'm actually a little disappointed that it didn't. I kind of feel like the shot that I hit was better than I got credit for. But at least I'll know for next time, if it's a similar wind, I'll be just a little bit more careful on the Saturday rounds. This is not something I'm looking forward to. $16, 17 rings minimum. Just over the edge. Not able to execute. I tried plus 40 max. Maybe the fact that it was 95% and not max is probably the reason that I missed it. I knew I needed to do some severe overplay, especially with a P5. And maybe this with a P3 would have actually worked. Had I go 15 and a half, that might have been it. I also might have made it with great ball right. So... why couldn't that have been the one where they robbed me of my timing and say that I pulled early or something. Thanks, Giddy. This is hole 9 here. We're finishing up, wrapping up this one. I should make it to the Saturday, maybe not, but yeah, I think this whole course is pretty tough, so I wouldn't expect. I definitely think there's enough holes that you can make mistakes on this course. It's always been very difficultly set up to where you really have to execute all of your shots, especially on the par fives. They always make the par fives hard. The par threes, like they're less holeable, it seems, than your average course, at least. Yeah, we'll see. I think we'll have to just see on that. I think I have time tomorrow to do it. We just have to see what happens. But yeah, I would plan for it. We can. I'll try to come on at some time tomorrow if you guys want to just kind of hang out a little bit. Pretty stock 9-12. We got just to recap. If you guys want to rewatch the stream or check out some holes, I was able to get hole 2, and or hole 1. Sorry. The 2 on. I was able to get the 2 on hole 1. Other than that, nothing dropped, but gave a couple decent looks. Hole 9 there, we kind of finished weak. But hopefully, yeah, with the 9 hole tomorrow, hopefully, I can come back on here, see you guys if you guys are around. It'll be kind of the similar style. I'll just kind of impromptu pop on. So, I don't want to set a firm schedule or anything, but usually I try to do this around somewhere in a 12 to 4 Eastern time window. So, yeah, thanks guys for showing up. Hopefully your guys' Sunshine State tournament is going well. Thanks for catching up, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.